What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction, and this one we have March for Australia protesters lash out at Anthony Albanese and immigration. And I want to listen to this. I want to listen to both sides. I want to try to understand more, and hopefully, people from both sides will watch these videos and try to understand each other more. But I don't. Let's not just come out and make any assumptions. Let's actually listen to what they have to say before we call anybody racist, before we call anybody a Nazi, before we call anybody, before we throw insults. Let's hear why. Let's hear why. And I Googled it a little bit, and I'll tell you what. So for Google, March for Australia is a series of far-right anti-immigration protests that took place in multiple Australian cities in August and October 2025. While organizers framed the rallies as a response to concerns about mass migration, they have been widely condemned for expressing racist and white nationalist sentiments. Now, I won't disagree that, of course, I feel like when in that March for Australia, there's going to be people who are there with wrong intentions, who are there that a lot of the other people involved in the march do not agree with. They're marching for something separate. From what I've seen, and a lot of them is just the mass migration. And the reason that they're marching against mass migration, it is arguing that it is straining housing, infrastructure, hospitals, and wages. And that's the reason that they're marching. And so let's look at this video before we jump in. Let's come in open-minded. Let's listen to understand, and let's not feel frustration if you're watching and you disagree. But so we're gonna go ahead and dive in. If you happen to enjoy, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and let's get to it.
Albanese's a dog. He's a dog. He's a dog to the people of the country.
We are Australians, and we are proud, and we are angry.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Let's get our country back.
The controversial March for Australia rallies have gone ahead today across multiple cities in what organisers are billing as a protest against mass migration. Supporters argue that mass migration is pushing up housing costs, putting pressure on hospitals and schools, and putting strain on the job market. But critics, including the Albanese government, have argued that the event is being fueled by far-right, concerns of which have only grown since the event was publicly backed by neo-Nazis. I'm Nicholas Comino, and today we're here to find out why people are marching and what they're so angry about.
We just want to keep Australia Australia.
Exactly, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't care who comes here, but stay Australian.
Yeah.
So let me get my pen because oh dang, I don't have any paper. I don't have any paper because I don't want to write in my book that I keep my Bible books in. Give me a second because I want to be able to at the end of it go over everything that they're talking about. I'll just write on the folder. All right. And I know that people are marched for different reasons. So the stuff that these people say, there's many people that may not get interviewed that are marching for completely different reasons. And I'm not mitigating that at all. It's just a video we got. But so far, okay. Keep Australia. Sorry. I want to make sure I keep up. Australia. Okay. Let's continue. Sorry.
Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not here to hurt anyone. We're not here to start anything. We just want to keep Australia Australia.
The criticism, whatever that's been said in the states, politicians, Albanese and so on. What's your response to that? Because obviously there's claims of like violence, but
And what a shame. Like he's a disgrace to this country. He's treasonous. He's like.
Yeah, well said.
He really is. Yeah, we want Albo to go.
Okay.
Albo's going to go.
I mean, the caravan of explosives, the Chinese warships 200 kilometres away that he didn't tell anyone about. I mean, come on, you've got to start questioning treason, don't you? He went over to China to do what? Cuddle some pandas, but didn't ask any questions about the main issues we've got going on here. You know, like the ports. Even asked the question about the ports alone. Like my grandfather said, if the way Australia's going to get taken is people coming in through the top of Australia. If this is the best thing I can do for my country, my grandfather was a POW in Changi. If this is the best thing I can do for a country is go for a walk through this beautiful city. That's why we're here.
We don't even have enough water.
Has to go! Albo has to go! Albo has to go! Albo has to go! Yeah! Albo has to go!
We don't have the infrastructure in Australia to bring more people here. We come from a country that hates us. Seriously. Off. Our veterans can't even get what they need. While every immigrant Indian who comes into our country gets $80,000. $80,000.
Can I Google that? I'm sorry. Because every immigrant entering Australia gets $80,000. No, it is a completely false claim that every immigrant entering Australia receives $80,000. The amount and type of assistance provided varies depending on the migrant's visa type and personal circumstances. And it goes to different kinds of support, refugee and humanitarian entrants, other visa holders, temporary visa holders, skilled migrants, community-led support. Says the $80,000 claim appears to be a distorted reference to several different unrelated figures. You got skilled visa income thresholds. You got relocation bonuses, and these are offered by employers. The relocation bonuses. The temporary skilled migration income threshold is $76,515. So this is for skilled visa income thresholds. Yeah, and so that claim is false, but I'm going to write it down as something that's believed. Okay, let's continue. I'm sorry.
What do you think a veteran could do with that? What, he could buy a home? He could pay rent? He could live? Like, come on! It's not rocket science! We don't have a...
Australia, we've got 1,500 immigrants arriving, refugees arriving every single day. The government has mass immigration coming into the country.
I'm sorry, I just wanted 1,500 immigrants. No, this figure is a misunderstanding of data. Okay, the number comes from a misinterpretation of overseas arrival and departure data, which includes all travelers like tourists, not just immigrants. The Australian Bureau of Statistics has clarified that this data is not an accurate measure of net migration and stated that net overseas migration was declining, with figures for the 12 months ending December 2024 showing a 37% drop from its peak. But I'll write that down.
Country of Muslims that come from war areas that hate the West and hate the Western society, and they give them more preference over Australians. We've got a housing crisis. We can't house our own people. We can't pay for our own people, and they take $1 trillion from Australia to pay for their mass immigration of this country.
What would be your message to, I guess, what the Prime Minister was saying yesterday, about people attending this? What would be your response to what he said?
Immediately stop mass immigration into this country, all of it, and stop immigrating votes. That's all he's doing it for. It's a vote scam for Labor, Teals and the Greens. And they're destroying Australia. They call Australians racist for wanting to protest, to protect their country. And they call us Nazis if we protest for Australia. They're doing this for hatred and racist against all Australians.
So many in this country, why? Why? And everybody is silent. We can't be silent anymore.
Definitely not.
I agree with you. One nation is only one option for us to survive in this country. Only one nation. One nation.
We need the people to stand up. Believe in an honest Australia. We don't have honest Australia. There's nothing left. Nothing left.
It's hard to hear both of them at the same time. It's like I'm trying to hear both of them, but I'm ending up hearing neither of them. If we could keep it one at a time.
Destroying this beautiful country.
I hope that you all join us.
Everything from us.
This beautiful
Enough.
march.
Enough. Stop taking our money.
Hey, we're from the bush. We don't want to return energy.
Has to be done.
Solve it yourself.
Just leave us alone to live our life. That's it. No manipulation, no taxes, no nothing.
Alba sold us hell.
Alba have
All
a
we
house.
want is a fair government,
5
a
million.
fair life, and
He was
without
right in
Parliament,
housing
it's
commission.
no good.
And today he's destroying our kids.
That's the main
I had enough from this man.
Get rid of Albanese. Get rid of it.
Straight away he needs to go.
It's only causing us
Enough.
nothing but pain and trouble.
Enough of
Nothing but
that.
pain and
Enough.
trouble.
He needs to go.
Sold us hell.
I'm here because I believe that Australia should have a 5-year immigration pause. Total pause. Not picking on any particular group, no one can come. Might be one or two little exceptions, but we have a 5-year pause, and then people say, oh, that'll hurt the economy. And I say, well, look, I don't think Australia is that stupid and that weak that we need to bring in new people to pump up the economy. What we should do is abolish half of the government and have a 5-year immigration pause, and the country will completely boom. So that's why we're here today. There's a lot of libertarians, and we believe in the 5-year pause is my own personal view, but I think it's a very simple option, and we need to do it because we've just had way too many migrants coming in.
And what is your response to people critical, like what Albanese said the other day and people like that, about this event and events like it?
Well, they criticised it before it took place.
Yeah.
So these geniuses could see into the future, and these geniuses said that there'd be Nazi flags everywhere. I can't see one. If anyone put one up, there'd be people would take it down. I've seen more Australian flags here since the bicentenary in 1988.
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm visiting, I wanted to go to an art gallery, it was closed due to protest. I came here and I'm like, I'm just not in agreement, I just want to silently voice my disagreement with what they're standing for. It upsets me. It upsets me. So it's a quiet protest just to let them know. We're going to have a lovely art weekend, but they ruined it for me.
I'm sorry, Phoebe, it's a bit of a chaotic weekend, but yeah.
I just want to, I think it's hopefully a peaceful way to say I'm not okay with this.
When the Nazis showed up, things got a lot more heated in both Melbourne and Sydney.
Are you racist?
Yes.
And you're proud to be racist?
Yes, of course. Put our race first. We put our race first.
In Melbourne, counter-protesters clashed with anti-immigration demonstrators. One group of counter-protesters was even seen burning the Australian flag. That's when the chaos really kicked off. Cameras captured members of the neo-Nazi group, the National Socialist Network, or NSN, surrounding YouTuber Avi Yemeni, after he called them out as the Nazis during a live stream. They were filmed assaulting his security team and demanding he leave the march. In one of the most shocking moments, some anti-immigration protesters even voiced support for Desi Freeman, the man accused of murdering 2 police officers who remains on the run in Victoria's high country. And in Sydney, Nazis were heard shouting, "Hail Australia," as the rallies continued. These rallies are showing that migration is becoming a major issue in Australian politics, with thousands down here today voicing their anger against the Prime Minister.
Okay. That was a great video. I guess I'll give you guys the notes I wrote. So reasons that people in this march and only the people who were interviewed, because you can't get to everybody, you can't get to how everybody feels. So I can only go off this video and what they said. So keep Australia, Australia. So they don't want to see the culture of Australia change. I understand that, right? You grew up in Australia, culture's been the core. You don't want, you see it start to change, you see things starting to shift. You're not liking that. Okay, so you want to keep Australia? Got you. Let's see. Not enough resources or infrastructure. Completely understand that. Completely reasonable. And there's so many who are, I feel like, homeless in Australia due to, these housing costs are absolutely astronomical. Not just in Australia, but in so many different countries, including the U.S. But these housing prices are so high, and they believe, right, there's too many people here, right? And so there's so many who can't afford, the people at the bottom, even Australian born, you're kind of stuck, right? And you're upset about that. It's like, hey, I was born here. How's somebody from another country, like, how can they come in and get a house? I've been here my whole life. Okay. Immigrants getting so much more than citizens is what that woman believed, and what I'm sure a lot of people in these marches do believe. She said 80,000 for every immigrant. That's a false claim. We Googled that. Assistance differs based on type of visa, based on reason that they're there, but 80,000. We saw one where it was like a skilled worker visa where the cap was like 76,000 or something like that. But 80,000 for every immigrant is a false claim. However, I'm sure there are people that are perpetrating this, and so many Australians are starting to believe it because of that reason. But that is not the situation. Muslims getting preferential treatment. I'm not in Australia. I don't know that situation, but we'll have to We'll have to watch some videos of Muslims in Australia, see how they're living, see what kind of treatment they feel that they're getting. But so okay, I get that they feel like Muslims getting preferential treatment, and Muslims coming bring hate, violence, and all these negative things is the viewpoint. They are bringing immigrants for votes in order to keep the party in power. Can illegal immigrants vote? So illegal immigrants cannot vote in Australia, which I figured, but I just wanted to look it up. Yeah. So they can't vote. Can legal immigrants? In Australia, most legal immigrants, including permanent residents, are not eligible to vote in federal, state, or territory elections. The right to vote is primarily reserved for Australian citizens aged 18 and over. There are 2 major exceptions: enrolled British subjects and local government elections. It says some Australian states, such as Victoria and South Australia, may allow resident non-citizens to vote in local council elections. However, eligibility rules can vary, and it is important to check the specific requirements for the local area. So illegal immigrants cannot vote in any of these, and legal immigrants cannot vote in federal, state, or territory elections. And it's just what I'm reading. So, hey, if y'all want to correct me, please go right ahead, because I want to learn. Like I want to truly try to come from a place of understanding. But we got that. Okay. They just feel like they're taking everything, taking money out of the pockets of hardworking Australians who pay their taxes, and they feel like these immigrants are getting the benefits of the taxes that these hardworking Australians are paying, and they are not happy about that. But I don't think illegal immigrants can get any benefits, if I'm not mistaken, or asylum seek. I don't know, asylum seekers. I'm sure they do get help. They're coming from a country where they have to escape. I'm sure Australia does help. I'm not sure how much they get or what kind of benefits they get. And then one just got his personal beliefs was there need to be a 5-year immigration pause, just because too many immigrants. And when I did like what he said when you look out here, you don't see these until the next part. But he said you're not seeing Nazi flags, you're not seeing racism, you're not seeing any of these things. This is not why we're marching. And everybody just wants Albanese out of power on that side, right? They believe Albanese is the one behind all this, and he needs to be out of power. So coming from this, you just, like I said, I'm sure there's so many other reasons that many Australians that are marching for Australia would say, but going off of this video, we got these reasons. So it sounds like people, to me, from what I got from those reasons, there's a lot of people struggling. There's a lot of people suffering. A lot of people can't afford housing. Infrastructure is too high. Resources are limited. There's not enough resources for everybody to have. They feel like 1,500 immigrants are coming in every day, which that's not the situation. But those are the reasons. And when you break that down, people, you can come from a place of understanding. They're scared. They're scared. People they're scared of not having a place to live. They're scared to see the country change from the country they grew up in and loved, and they're scared of seeing that start to change. There's a lot of negativity I feel about Muslims in media, and so they have a fear of that they're terrorists, that they're criminals, that they're dangerous, and some are, but some of every race, religion, ethnicity are criminals and dangerous. So, but these are the reasons, and I truly want the other side to listen to this reasoning. Don't come at it and just immediately say, "Oh, they're idiots, they're stupid, they're brainwashed, they're racist, they're all of these." No, listen to the reason. I came here because I truly wanted to understand. And I'm sure there's a lot more videos I'd have to watch to truly understand it all. But y'all tell me what y'all think about that in the comment section. If you guys enjoy it, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and next video, we'll try to get the other side and see the counter protesters against the March for Australia, and the immigrants, and see or migrants, and see how they feel and see where they're coming from. But that's all we got for this one. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to check out the next. I'll see y'all next time.